I looked at key figures in the international institutions, people like Pramila Patten. She was head of what was called conflict-related sexual violence. They used the abbreviation CRSV, a very clunky abbreviation. And Secretary General Gutierrez of the UN Security Council, UN system, Secretary General Gutierrez, he has her go over to Israel to document sexual violence against Israelis on October 7th. And she says, she comes back, and she says there's clear and convincing evidence, or there's reasonable grounds to suppose that Hamas committed rape on October 7th. And as of course you know, and your camera people and your team know, that Israel ran with it. They ran with it, the Hamas rapists. So you look at the evidence. I look at what she has in her report. And apart from witnesses, in quotes, Israeli witnesses, there is no evidence. Now, you might say, well, it could still have happened without witnesses. Excuse me, it could still have happened without evidence. But here's the thing. Towards the end of her report, she says there's no medical evidence of rape. There is no forensic evidence of rape. And then she has this revealing tidbit. And I hope all of your listeners will process it. She says, we have 5,000 photographs from October 7th. She said, her team looked at 5,000 photographs. She said, we looked at 50 hours of digital footage. That's not a small amount. 50 hours of digital footage. They said we looked at CCTV, we looked at traffic cams, we looked at body cams, we looked at dash cams. Okay? Now, she says, not me, not you. Pramila Patten says, we saw no photographic or digital evidence of sexual violence. She didn't even limit it to rape. She said we saw no direct photographic or digital evidence of rape. But did that stop her from concluding we have reasonable evidence? We have clear and convincing evidence? There was no evidence.
It was money.
It was whether it was money. I honestly can't say in her particular.
It's a guess for me that usually when somebody comes to a conclusion like that, there's a fellowship. There's just something there that you'll find. But
then I'm not disputing that. I say as a factual thing, I can prove it. Okay. I'm not saying it's not true what you said.
I'm guessing, and I don't know it's true. Yeah.
But then, as you know, Israel ran with it. And you know why they ran with it? Israelis did not need the incentive of rape to commit genocide in Gaza. They ran with it for here because of our own history. They knew it would resonate here because of our own history of slavery and the lynchings and so forth.